In this video, we will learn the basics about celestial bodies, planets and stars. Before we begin, here is a question based on Chapter 1 of the Class 6th Geography NCERT textbook. Pause and try. You will get the solution by the end of the video. Let us begin. The natural objects in space that exist in the observable universe are called celestial bodies or heavenly bodies. They are also called astronomical objects. They form a part of our universe. The stars, sun, planets, moon, asteroids, comets, etc. are celestial bodies. Stars are giant balls of hot electrically charged gas called plasma. They are mostly composed of hydrogen and helium. They are so hot that other materials coming from interstellar dust like iron, carbon, water, etc. get vaporized, leaving just the gaseous materials. Thermonuclear fusion of hydrogen into helium takes place in the core of the stars. This releases energy, which is radiated into outer space, due to which the stars shine. Stars can thus produce their own light. As this light passes through our atmosphere, it is bent and distorted by varying temperatures and densities of air. Because of this, the stars appear to twinkle. When old stars explode, they create huge regions of dust and gas. At some point, the cloud of dust and gas begins to collapse and new stars get formed. The regions where stars are formed are called nebula. When stars form, often they leave behind billions of pieces of gas and dust in orbit around them. The gas and dust form a disk around the star. Due to gravity, these pieces gather into clumps and grow larger, eventually becoming planets. The stuff that does not make it into planets can be seen as asteroids and comets. Due to the collision of pieces, the planets get extremely hot and turn into a molten state. The force of gravity pulls these molten materials inwards towards the planet's center, roughly into the shape of a sphere. Not perfectly spherical because planets spin and the spinning force acts against gravity, because of which the planets bulge out more around their equators. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union adopted a resolution defining the planets within the solar system. There are 3 conditions for planethood. First, a planet must orbit the sun. Second, a planet must be large enough so that its own gravity molds it into a spherical shape. And third, it must have an orbit free of other small objects. Under this modern definition, there are 8 planets. The mnemonic to learn them in order is MWEMJ Sun. Pluto has been downgraded to a dwarf planet as it failed to meet the 3rd condition. A dwarf planet can be understood as something lesser than a planet but more than an asteroid. Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars have large rocky bodies around which there is a thin atmosphere. They are smaller rocky terrestrial planets. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are called Jovian planets. They have dense cores surrounded by massive layers of gas. Jupiter and Saturn are made almost entirely of hydrogen and helium and do not have solid surfaces. They are large and low-density gas giants. Uranus and Neptune lack well-defined solid surfaces and are primarily composed of gases and liquids. Their composition is significantly different from Jupiter and Saturn. They are primarily composed of elements heavier than hydrogen and helium, such as carbon, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. During their formation, their constituent compounds were solids, either directly in form of ices or trapped in water ice. Because of this, Uranus and Neptune are referred to as ice giants. All planets except the Earth were named after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses. The sun is a star, and planets move around the sun in fixed orbits. Planets do not have heat and light of their own, and they are lit by the light of the sun. After reading the basics about celestial bodies, stars, and planets, let us solve our question. Statement 1 says that planets are celestial bodies. Yes, this statement is correct. Planets are natural objects in space that exist in the observable universe. Statement 2 says that planets are lit by the light of the stars. Our sun is a star. We know that stars have their own light, but planets do not have heat and light of their own, and they are lit by the light of the stars. Hence, statement 2 is correct. However, statement 2 is not the explanation for statement 1. These are two distinct facts. Hence, the answer is B. Keep learning and practicing. Thank you for your time.